Best club in the land, people. Best club in the land. Fozzie's back. Hopefully. Oh, no. Fozzie's back. See, people, even when there's no football being played, I'll come back and entertain you. Let me entertain you. That's Robbie Williams says. Yes, people, please do me a favor. Hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, all that good stuff. Today, I just want to do something out of the, out of the ordinary. That's something we don't normally do, which is like talk about legends at Liverpool Football Club and legends beyond that as well. So, when there's international football, I have to think outside the box to bring you entertainment. It can't be just playing computer games. I'm not all about computer games at this age. You know what I mean? I used to be, we're the one who's invented, we invented, computer games. But these days, it's limited. It's limited. You know what I mean? I only play FIFA. I don't play other games or anything like that. So I thought, why don't I do something out of the box and, bring you legends, like watch their skills, talk about them along the way. And I guarantee you a lot of fans on here know about, of course, the one I'm talking about, the one, the only, John Barnes. If you watched him as a youngster, you know what I'm talking about. It was art of football. There's nothing like it. And this is what I want to watch today. It's 9 minutes of it, but I'll try to prolong it as much as possible. But beforehand, we could talk about Liverpool and how the season is going for so far. Because a lot of people are overreacting at the moment. We're already talking about winning the league, and I think it's a bit too far to talk about that at the moment. I think we need to keep our feet on the ground and see how the season is going to turn out, because we already know a lot of stuff can happen along the way, injuries and etc. If you know what I mean, people. So yeah, just keep our feet on the ground. We don't have to overhype players. We don't have to do things like other teams want us to do as well. So yeah, just chill, man. Just chill. Big up Scottish Bear. Big up Katie. It's been a while, Katie. What's going on, man? Come on, come back. Big up. Nick, as always, big up, brother. Hopefully you can hear me now. I'm sure the microphone is all right. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, Katie says, Scottish Beer, Nick. Yes. Digger, the best, mate. The best. To me, is the best I've ever seen at Liverpool Football Club. I know everybody talks about, Ken Dalglish and, Steven Gerrard, but I don't think that, like if you want a complete footballer that can do it all, John Barnes is your man. Pace, power, skill. The through balls, eye of a needle pass, both footed. It's a perfect footballer. Perfect footballer. I don't know why people don't put him up there with the greatest. It's a strange one for me, in my opinion. It's a strange one for me. But yeah, people, let's discuss, the season so far. I want to hear from you guys. Like I've always said it, I'm here to represent you. So, give me back what you think of the season so far. Are you happy with Arne Slot? Are you happy with the team? Are we doing better than you expected? Can we do more? Can we get better than what we are right now? Or, is this set? If a few injuries happen to us, can we recover from that? There's a lot of things to discuss, guys. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be... I don't want to give you bad news or anything like that. You know what I mean? I just want to hear it from your point of view, if we're all right, how we are, because, are we jumping the gun, with Gravenberch as a DM? Are we jumping the gun? A lot of critical, towards people are being critical towards McAllister. Let's just be realistic here. And I've defended him up to the hilt. I did say he's played a lot of games since that last World Cup as well. I said you got to give the guy time, you know what I mean, and patience, because he's been playing a lot of football. He's been playing a lot of football, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Yeah, big up, Scottish Bear and the gang. Yes, 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 yes. Irmina, big up, Irmina. Big up Fuzzy from Philip. Big up, brother. Big up. So this is what I'm bringing you guys. You know what I mean? I want to hear from you. I want to know like what you think of the season so far. Can we challenge Man City and Arsenal? Because I think we can. It just depends on injuries. Like what I've seen of us during the games, we're not over extending our players. We're not putting too much of on them. We're taking our time in games, and we're letting the possession and the skill decide our games now. The only moments other teams have the ball is when we let them have the ball. If you look at the Man United game, the only time they had the ball is when we let them have the ball, and they came to our half. Of course, Allison made a couple of saves and all that, but it didn't really trouble us, if you know what I mean. And I've been hearing a lot of Liverpool beat Man United um, because of Man United giving us, the chances and all that stuff, which I don't understand. I thought like we played brilliantly. We didn't create those chances and we didn't make them do mistakes without us doing the extra yard on the pitch, if you know what I mean. So if it wasn't for us going for them, and higher up the pitch, as alluded to in the previous stream, I said when I'm watching our team, we're closing teams down up, high up the pitch. We're not doing it like in our half, because when it's in our half, it's a bit difficult. When they pass it around us, they'll create more chances and they'll score more goals, if you know what I mean. So this is the worrying part when we do things like that. But under Arne Slot, we win the ball in the upper pitch, upper side of the pitch, and this is how we get the goals. You know what I mean? Because as soon as they lose the ball there, it's hard for them to recover because we're already on the front foot running that way and they're going this way. So they have to turn around somehow and catch us up. Hence why Gravenberch is like a diamond in that position, because the way he manipulates the ball and runs with it. I saw Kobe Mano like trying to drag him down because he couldn't catch him. That's how quick he was with the ball. Because Kobe Mano was going the other direction and Gravenberch was going that direction. By the time Gravenberch went towards the goal, Kobe Mano couldn't turn around quick enough to catch him. So he tried to drag him down. This is what I'm saying, people. Like what we're doing is phenomenal this season. I'm telling you, man. But it's only been 3 games. So international football came around the right time for a lot of teams because they have to have a rest and all that stuff. But I think, if we come back injury-free, touch wood, we'll be fine still because we've got Nottingham Forest. I think we've got Bournemouth away, and we've got another easier game at home. I can't say easy games because anything can happen. Come on, we lost to Crystal Palace last season at home as well. So yeah, the season so far so good. I've got no issues with it. I think we're gonna do well. It depends from now until January where we are in the league. If we're like fighting for the top of the league in January now, we'll be fine. But if we're not, a lot of questions is going to be asked towards the owners as well. Yeah, but do me a favor, please, people. Hit the subscription button, notification button, the like button, all that good stuff. Today we're going to go with Digger, John Barnes, the legend that is, John Barnes at Liverpool Football Club. We're going to look at his videos and his skills. It's 9 minutes long, but I'm going to, pause and start, and you guys can tell me what you think of him, because he's my favorite player of Liverpool of all time. I've never seen a player like this in my lifetime. My name comes close to John Barnes, but we've been waiting for someone like that since Mane. You know what I mean? We got Harry Kewell here, Stuart Down in here, Albert Riera, and all these players in the past, but they never came close to John. Nah. John Barnes is just a rare man. He's a rare player. He's always gonna get into the all-time 11. He was that good. You know what I mean, people? And if you talk about complete Liverpool player, I don't think anyone comes close. I'm sorry, like I'm being serious. I don't think anyone comes close to John Barnes. So let's talk about him and let's watch his video and give me the comments in it. Say what you feel. Say what you feel. There you go, people. That was quick, wasn't it? I forgot the name. The name is still on there, but on the wrong side. I forgot about it. Apologies, man. Apologies. There you go. That's better, isn't it? That's better. Yeah, I'm a bit smaller now, as you can see. So look at that. Look at that thumbnail, people. Nuda Beats is the man. I'm telling you guys. Like, I wouldn't get him on board if he wasn't that good, you know what I mean? And he sets up everything for us, man. And I owe a lot to him, man. I owe a lot to him. And like sometimes when I slack, he wakes me up. Oh, bro, let's start doing some stuff again, man. What's going on? We can't slack now. Continue the progression, you know what I mean? And I like that. I really like that. It gives me a big help. Too soon to talk about winning the league. You're right, Phillips. It's too soon, bro. It's too soon. I think the way we're jumping the gun, the way we're talking about Gravenberch at the moment it's too soon, man. He's doing great, but the thing is, he's playing double pivot. He's not playing as a DM, if you know what I mean, people. So what Gravenberch and McAllister do is one sits, one goes, one sits, one goes, and it looks good. It looks phenomenal. It looks phenomenal, by the way. So yeah, John Barnes, guys. What can I say? When I was growing up, yeah, when I grew up, like when I started knowing what Liverpool was all about, Paul Walsh was my favorite player. I don't know why. I just bumped into Paul Walsh. You know what I mean? When Kenny Dalglish was getting older, they brought in Paul Walsh to replace him eventually. It didn't work out, of course, but if you know Paul Walsh, he was the replacement originally for Kenny Dalglish. Then Peter Beardsley took over after that. It was good. He was very good. You know what I mean? And then we bought the likes of John Barnes, Ray Houghton. Peter Beardsley, John Aldridge. The team just changed, and Paul Walsh couldn't be part of it. So I remember when John Barnes came to Liverpool. He was chased by a lot of teams, Man United as well. You know what I mean? Man United wanted him. Loads of teams wanted John Barnes. You know what I mean? Even AC Milan said, I think we got the wrong Watford player. If you know what I mean? This is how good he was. Yeah, listen, with John Barnes, he had everything. He was everything to us as well as a Liverpool fans. Everybody knows that there was no one like this guy. There was no one like this guy in the world of football at the time as well. The only player that's as skillful as him at the time was Maradona. That's the only player you could actually put above him. You know what I mean, at the time as well. But yeah, John Barnes on the left wing. It was like between Giggs and Beckham. Like say Giggs and Beckham in one player. That's how good he was. Crossing was a bit like beauty. Shooting was out of this world. Set pieces, one step. Who remembers the one step free kicks he used to do? John Barnes curled it in brilliantly. Remember that? There you go. Brian Moore, you know what I'm saying? That's how far I go back. No bullshit here. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, people. Like, if you know Liverpool and back in the day in the 80s, that's how good this guy was, man. And that's why I have to start with him. Obviously, I talked about him in a previous stream, like the pre-recorded ones. But let's watch the videos, innit? Some people criticize. They're saying he wasn't as good as people say. They only watched him on the latter stage of his career when he was a DM. They didn't watch him when he was a flair player. You know what I mean? Now you're gonna see, the John Barnes that we've seen, like at Watford and Liverpool Football Club. So let's do this, people. Let's do this. Let me get this going, people. Let me get this going. 1 second, yeah. 1 second. But yeah, get the comments through, man. I'm here for you guys as always. I have to represent, as I always say. Someone to talk to, someone like you could share your frustrations with. That's what I'm here. That's what I'm here for. So the video looks smaller because I can't widen it up. If I widen it up, it will look weird. So it's an old kind of video. So let's just watch it. Let's just watch it, and then you could decide for yourself what you think about the player as well. If you haven't seen John Barnes in your life, check it out, man. Check it out. Come on board, man. Come on board. Sorry, guys. I always have to check it out. So yeah, let's start with the video, and we could talk through it here. Yeah, this is when he's playing for England as well. That's when he's playing for Watford. Yeah, the guy's a legend, man. Number 10, guys. Number 10. Those days, number 10 was everything. Look at that, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Draws in defenders and just takes them on. He glides past people. They're trying to bring him down, trying to like kick him down. Look at that, people. Look at that. Can't catch the brother. Look at this. Do you see the challenges, people? And people told me about the modern day football. Listen, these days they will try to break your leg. That's how bad it was. This is the Brazil goal. Look at this, people. Come on, in American R. Come on, look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. This is Brazil. Romario, Pele, Ronaldo. Come on, this is what. Look at David Seaman for Queen's Park Rangers. Look, right foot, people. Come on. Let's look back at that goal. David Seaman was a goalkeeper for Queen's Park Rangers at this time. Don't forget that, yeah? David Seaman. That's David Seaman in goal. Look at this. 1-2. Right foot, top corner. No chance. That's how good. Look at this defending. In the halfway line. Look at this dribbling. Man. Look at this. 1, 2. Right foot. See you, Seaman. There you go. Same game. Look, you don't believe me? That's David Seaman? Watch this. Watch it back, man. Watch it back. You're gonna see David Seaman. Come on, that tash doesn't disappear. Come on. There you go. Yeah. Watch David Seaman. There you go. That's David Seaman right there, people. That's David Seaman, the Arsenal legend. There you go. Right on his back. That's how good John Barnes was, man. Sorry about the pictures. I had to like make it smaller. Look at this. Look at this, people. Look. Takes on you. Look. Right foot again. You know what you forget as well, people? You know, John Barnes was left-footed. His right foot was the same as his left foot. That's how good he was. You know what I mean? And not many people talk about that. You know, we always talk about these one-footed players around the world and all that stuff. But if you look at this player, this is why I say he was the most complete player I've seen, because I've never seen a player with two-footed, good in the air as well. People forget like he's actually good with like headering the ball, and as well as being on the floor. He was an all-rounder, and not many people give him credit for that. And man, just watch back, man. I'm giving you a little clips here for 9 minutes. Yeah, just watch back, John Barnes, man. This is against Man City. You know what I mean? Hamza's Man City. You know that fraud team. Check it out. Look at this halfway line. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, people. Look at this. Wide. Watch him run. Watch him run. Look at that. Look at that finish, man. Finesse at its best. Arsenal. Look at this. See you later, Tony Adams. Telling me about Tony Adams. Van Dijk doesn't do that, mate. Van Dijk doesn't do that. Let's check it again, man. Let's check it again. I want to see that. I want to see that again. This is Arsenal, you know, the team that beat us to the top of that. 1991. Yeah. Check it out, people. Check it out. Check this out. Look at Arsenal. The great Arsenal. Look at Michael Thomas. Can't catch him. Look at this. Steve Bold. See you later. Lukic. See you later. This is the best player, mate. Look at this. Right foot, left foot, outside. Can't catch it. There we go. Queen's Park again. There we go. Look at that. I remember this goal when he chipped it. I still remember. That's why I remember this. Look at this. Chipped it. Come on, people. How many players have that finesse in their game, man? How many players, man? How many players? Let me get to the comments, though. Oh, man. Way ahead of his time. I wish we had him right now. If we had him right now, no one comes close, in my opinion. Big up, brother. Big up. Stat for all you young Liverpool fans. Mo, 58 assists. Kenny, 166 assists. Wow. 1987 front three of Rush, Barnes, Beardsley. Wish I got to see it. Hollywood, it wasn't Rush, to be fair. Rush left to go to Juventus. It was actually John Aldridge, bro. John Aldridge was there. I know they look alike. They got that mustache and all that stuff. I know, bro. But yeah, them three, they were amazing. You know, Aldridge always talks about it. Aldridge always says, you know, without John Barnes, I don't think I'll score that many goals as I did. And he appreciates him, you know, immensely. That candy shirt. Look, people. Black candy shirt. Brother candy shirt. Look. Whee. There you go. I just ordered that new kit, man. The away one, the silver one that we won at Old Trafford. I had to get it. Well, let's continue. This is Old Trafford. Look at Gary Pallister. I thought he was quick. Can't catch John. Can't catch him. Right. There we go. Well, for Watford, people said he can't hit the ball. There you go. Inside. Bottom corner. Look at this, people. Look at that. There ain't no wing play like that. You actually need wing play like that to come back, in my opinion. And, you know, people laughed at me. They're saying it's the thing of the past. Football, you know, football evolves, yes. But you can't get rid of skill. You still need that, if you know what I mean. And crosses from the left, crosses from the right, that could cause problems when the teams are deep line defending, you can't score against them. You need that in the game. I mean, this is why we struggle in certain games when teams, you know, deep line defend. Because we don't do things like that. We just sit back and, you know, try to get it through, you know, and all this stuff. But it's, you know, those holes doesn't appear. But if you put the ball in the box, put some dangerous crosses between the goalkeeper and the defense, it could be an own goal. Someone might tap it in. You know what I mean? Something might happen. You never know. And this is what I miss about, you know, the modern game. We're too brainwashed with this, you know, Pep Guardiola way of football, and we play the same way as him. But he's always going to be on top because he knows how to unlock that. Simple as that. But like, listen, people, man. John Barnes, the best, man. Check this out. Aston Villa. Look at this. Goes pretends he's going to the left, and watch what he does. Cuts in. Look at that, people. Look at that. How many players can do that, man? How many players? There you go through again. Look at this. Left foot, top corner. Bam. Instant. Aston. This is Everton in the FA Cup. Look at that. Right foot, top corner. Come on, man. Come on. Back heel, bottom corner. This was the best team I've seen in my time. Houghton, Barnes, header. Good. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Long ball again. Towards him. Header. There you go. I told you scores headers too. Nobody believed me. Volley. Is it header? There you go. Steve Bruce. You saw Steve Bruce there. Watford again. You know what I liked about John Barnes? It was his like calmness with the ball. His calmness was finishing. Not many people have that, you know. Like look at Darwin Núñez. He's a striker. You expect him to score, you know, these chances that John Barnes had, but you know he made it look easy. Made it look absolutely easy, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this, man. Let me see what Scottish Bear is saying. Football, supposedly sometimes sports actually get stagnates the quality of individual talent and ain't there anymore. 100%, bro. You know, like we're so focused on stupidity, which is like, you know, Neymar's and all this nonsense, you know what I mean? And we forgot about the fine art of football, which is great players that can do something out of nothing, win you games in the last second of the game, you know, or, you know, unlock defenses when it's hard to unlock. That doesn't exist anymore, bro. That doesn't exist anymore, man. It's all this nonsense we've been brainwashed with, man. Liverpool are trendsetters, man. The rest follow. 100% Hollywood rock. There's no one like Liverpool. There's no one like Liverpool. This is why we hated around the world of football. Think about it. You know, Liverpool set the standards like for anthems, for football, you know, everything. Why we hate it? Because we're the ones who actually set that up. And then everybody, you know, hates to follow things like that. They want to be the creators. They want to be Liverpool. That's why I keep telling people. You know what I mean? That's why Real Madrid's the greatest team that ever lived. They always, you know, when we go to the Bernabeu, they always play "You Never Walk Alone" because they respect us. You know what I mean? This is what I'm trying to say. You don't see them playing Man United song "Glory, Glory." You don't see them like playing those nonsense or Arsenal, North London forever. What do you mean North London forever? You're not even from North London. You're from Woolwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Stop stealing people's stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Manchester United is not even a Manchester club. They're from Newton Heath, whatever you call it. Manchester City is the original club there. Come on, man. Come on. Trendsetters, mate. 100%. Big up Sideline. Football show. Big up, brother. I love your channel, man. Big up. Please go subscribe to him. Big up, chat is saying. Great guy. Absolutely great guy. That's what I'm saying. We're trendsetters, man. That's what we do. But let's continue with my favorite player of all time. This is Arsenal away, Highbury. If Arsenal fans don't know that, you used to have a stadium called Highbury back in the day. Great stadium. I've been in there a few times. I love it. Scored them the goal. Watch this. There we go. Ooh. That right foot, man, for England as well. Look at the back heel. Look at, hey! Don't ever do that again, Barnes. Don't ever do that again. I need to see that again. That back heel. It was on the, listen, quality at its best. It was on the run. When the player is running, the ball was already in his path. Come on, man. Come on. Look. Beasley! Top corner. Bam. There we go. Back heel again. Man. John Barnes, man. Hey, look at this. Beckham. You want to see original Beckham? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this cross. Aldridge at the end of it again. Look at it again. Look at this, man. Far post. Volley in. Man. You know, I don't know about you guys here. To be honest, I don't see many black players that's got left foot like this. Like, you know, we've got a lot of players, but they don't really last. You know what I mean? Well, John Barnes, like, what I liked about him was his finesse with and you know, the way he plays football was just art. It wasn't he had to try hard or anything like that. It was just natural. And you could name me number 10s, like black players that actually exist that did that. There ain't, man. I don't want to bring color into it, but I'm just trying to give you something like that. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. That's what I always said, man. Don't ever like disrespect John Barnes, because what he did in football, especially times where racial stuff was happening to him, people throwing stuff at him, abusing him. He faced more than any other footballer in world football at that time. He was in the 80s, because how good he was, and and not only how good he was, the color of his skin, and he still came over that and became one of the greatest Liverpool players of all time. Can you imagine if people just left him alone and let him concentrate on football? How good he could have been. Can you imagine that? There you go, people. Think about it that way, man. This guy suffered a lot, but he still played football the way it should be played. Respect to him, man. A lot of people like nowadays, call him crazy, like because he has his opinions in life. But leave the guy alone. You haven't suffered what he suffered, so why are you having a go at him? It's not right. It's not right, man. Legend, man. Yeah, there's another goal. Watch this. I think it's Coventry. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this cross. Look at this cross. Look at that. It's right on the players. You know what I mean? It's not far from the players. The players don't even. You know what I like about his crosses? It was never something they have to. They have to overextend their legs or anything like that. It was right on them. So all they had to do is touch the ball, and the ball will go back of the net. That's how good the crosses were, people. Please do me a favor if you're new. Like, share, subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Liverpool channel, by the way. But listen, I could talk about your football club. There's no problem with that, man. I'm a football person, brother and sisters. Yeah. So if you look at his crosses, it's always on the player every single time. Watch this. There you go. All they have to do is touch it. That's all they have to do. Look at that. Right foot, straight in the top corner, actually. Yeah. England again. Sorry about the footage. That's how it is. Look at Stuart Pearce, man. Yeah. Volley, innit? This was a volley. Look at that, people. Side foot volley, left foot. This is one of my favorite goals. That's Peter Beardsley, by the way. If people don't know Peter Beardsley, he was the number 7 that replaced the original number 7. Not original number 7, the greatest number 7. Original was Kevin Keegan, to be fair. So the greatest number 7. I love Peter Beardsley. It was a big mistake. We sold him to Everton, man. Big mistake. I think him and Kenny got into a little beef. Peter Beardsley. I think the fan base was mad about it. I think it was that season we lost the title to Arsenal as well. I remember Kenny and him had a little beef. Listen, I'm a Liverpool fan. I know I was about 12, but Liverpool was my life at the time. And I think the fan base was going mad about him. Like, why isn't Peter Beardsley playing and all that stuff? And eventually he left. I think he left to go to Everton. Biggest mistake, man. Peter Beardsley was just amazing, in my opinion. Like, the way he played football was like art as well. It was like art. Gary Lineker, wouldn't be the player that he is without Peter Beardsley being next to him, in my opinion. 100%. 100%. People, come on. You don't have to just talk about John Barnes to me. Talk about, anything, how the season is going, what you feel about the football club right now. Are we overreacting? Are we, going to challenge for the title? Is Gravenberch that DM that we need? I mean, just give me anything. Wimbledon, the final, innit? The final of the FA Cup. We lost this game, but look at John, man. Look at John. Taking the piss, mate. Oh, what a goal. Is England again? I know you guys don't give a damn about England, but it's the way he plays, innit? We're looking at the way he plays. Look at that. Far post. Always, like some people can, make mistakes when they're touching the ball. If you know what I mean, in the far post, in the near post, all they have to do is tap it in, and he rolls on under their foot in it. But with him, it's always he touches the ball, never makes a mistake. I've never seen John Barnes actually the ball roll under his foot and he made a mistake. It's always touched the ball in the right moment and it goes in. That's why he's got a lot of goals. I think he's scored over 100 goals for Liverpool. Look at this, Watford. Look at this. People say he hasn't got pace. Look at the pace, people. Look at the pace. Look at the pace, man. Look at look at that. Bottom corner. Every single time, bottom corner. That's how you finish, people. That's what Darwin Núñez needs to do. Get it away from the goalkeeper. Hit the bottom corners, man. For crying out loud. There we go again. Far post. There you go, people. If you didn't know John Barnes, you know him now. This is his latter years at Newcastle. Kenny bought him there. It's Gillespie, isn't it? That's what it was. Look at that. That's what I said. Did I tell you guys? He always hits the ball in the right moments. Look at this. Look at this. Back heel again. I told you, right to the player's path. The player doesn't need to touch the ball. Look at this, people. Look at this. That's what I'm saying. Look, this man is incredible. Peter Beardsley again. Look at this cross, Ian Rush. All he had to do is touch it. What did I say earlier? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you earlier, people? He puts it into the player's path. He puts it into where they only have to touch it and it goes in. That's how good this guy was. Forget Beckham, forget Giggs. There's a player before them, man. Let's just put it that way. Let me get to the comments as we go along. I hope you're enjoying this, people, because this is what I want to do. You know, an international break, something different. You know what I mean? Oh, 5. Come on, bro. You don't need to do that, man. Big up for the educate them on John Barnes. He is the reason why I started following LFC. There you go, people. Big up for the £5, bro. You don't need to do that. You guys know that. I'll do this for free. I love you guys for supporting us. That's what it's all about. United are not in the top 5 biggest clubs. Madrid, AC Milan. Is it Inter Milan? I think it is. Liverpool, Bayern. Is it? No, I don't know if it's AC. I think it's AC Milan. You're talking about, yeah. Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Yeah. You're talking about the all-time top 5. Yeah, 100%. You can't deny that. You know? We can't lie to ourselves. You know what I mean? The thing is with us as a fan base, we listen to, you know, when all the fan bases from other clubs gang up on us. You know what I mean? Thierry Henry is the greatest Premier League player of all time. But why do we have to follow that? Why? Why can't we have our own opinion? I mean, why can't we say who's the greatest player of Premier League era? Why can't we say who's the greatest English football player of all time? Why can't we say things like that? I mean, why do we have to follow the crowd? They're only saying things like that to bring us down. You know what I mean? Is Thierry Henry better than Kenny Dalglish? That's a debate thing. I mean, you got to debate about things like that. Can Thierry Henry actually do what John Barnes has been doing? No. You know what I mean? It's good what he does, but can he dribble like that? Can he cross like that? Can he score like that? There you go, people. There's more qualities in some players than the others. I mean, you got to understand that. You got to understand that. And following the crowd ain't the way. Have your own opinion. Don't follow the crowd. That's what I always say when I look at our fan base. We follow the crowd too much on the modern day. I mean, we need a left-sided centre-back. No, we don't. We just need a left-back. We've got enough centre-backs. You know what I mean? Come on, we could get another centre-back on top of that. It's craziness. You know what I mean? We need a DM more than anything. But everybody's talking about left-sided centre-back before that. And I kept saying, no, we need a DM. We don't need a left-sided centre-back for now. Why do we have to have a specialist in that? We had, was it Clavan, whatever his name is, as a left-sided centre-back? Did it really work? Was he really good? No. I mean, you can't have both worlds in one player all the time. We've got enough as it is on the squad. You need that final details to get better, which is a DM first of all. Then we could work on the other stuff like centre back and left side, left backs and that. I mean, even Gomez played left back last season. If it wasn't for Gomez, would we challenge it as we did? No. Think about it, people. I think we overreact. You know what I mean? And one person says we need a left-sided centre back, everybody jumps on board. Why do you have to jump on board on things like that? Have your own opinion. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy when I hear things like that. You know, yeah, it's true, 100%. Barnes, Dalglish, Mo is the perfect front three. Don't forget about Rush, Scottish Bear. You know, he's the all-time top scorer. Don't forget about Roger Hand. Liverpool, you forget about Little. There you go. Billy Little, man. I'm a Liverpool. That's what they used to call him. He was so good, they named the club after him, if you know what I mean. So think about it, man. Think about it. Let's continue. This is him at Newcastle, latter stage of his career, anyway. There you go. Look at that header, people. They say Barnes can't head the ball. Look at this. Remember those tights? Look at the cross, people. On the player's path again. Come on, man. Look at this. Look at the through ball. Look at Rush. All Rush has to do is touch it. It's the pace of the ball he passes and the brain. He has everything. This is what I keep telling people. Not many players have that. You need to have that in order for you to be a great player. I mean, he doesn't make rash decisions. If you look at John Barnes, he never makes that. It's always think ahead. Make sure the pass you pass ends as a goal. Every single time he does that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at step over. Look at that. Come on. No. You have to watch that again. I swear that was Man City again. Yeah, we've got to see this again. We've got to see this. What I like about him as well is like he picks up the ball in the halfway line and just goes at people. Look at this. Look. You don't forget. You're forgetting those players actually trying to bring him down. There's no forgiving in this game in those days. They will break your leg. Look at it, step over. No chance for the goalkeeper. Another one there. There you go. Peter Beardsley again. Pass it to his path. Crosses it in. Tap in. There you go. There you go, people. I've always said that, a winning team is all about the players collectively. It's never about individually all the time. You can have individual brilliant moments when the game is not going your way. But if you want to win the game from the start to the end, all the players, the whole 11 have to be at sync as one. They have to be all as one. They have to be in sync. There can't be, a player like everybody's here and one player is at here. You can't do that. They have to be all as one. And this is how the greatest teams ever existed worked. I mean, you look at the old Man United team, they're all as one. Old Liverpool team, all as one. Arsenal team, all as one. Chelsea team, all as one. If you're not heading the same direction, it'll be difficult for you to win the league or any championship, if you know what I mean. So this is what I love about Liverpool back in the day. Although we had individual brilliance, we had the team that was together at the same time. If a player is free at the far post, they'll give him the ball to slot it in. That's how good it was, man. And that's what you need. I mean, there's games like if you watch the game against Man United the other day, I was pissed off at Szoboszlai. I was pissed off at Diaz as well. They had 2 opportunities there to tap the ball in, but they tried to take on people in front of the goal. But how about if the game went the other way? Man United could have scored 2 in about 3 minutes. It only takes a second to score at the end of the day, people. I mean, if they scored 2 goals, we would have been under the cosh, and the fans would have reacted to that, and then they would have pushed them up, and our players would have got nervous, and then we would have draw the game again. So you got to think about it like that. When you get opportunities, you got to finish it off. That's what I love about the 80s team when I was growing up. There was no mucking about in front of goal. If you have to finish it and blast it in, you do it. That's the difference, man. There he is again. Left wing. Look at that. Look, they're trying to bring him down. He just glides, crosses it in. There you go. Again, right into the player. Right onto the player. There we go. Man United took on everybody. Far post. Look at that. All you have to do is tap it in. He was a striker for them this moment for Newcastle. Kenny Dalglish was the manager, isn't it? For England again. Great tackle in the middle that was. I think that's Peter Beardsley. Cuts in to John Barnes. Look at that finish. Right foot, people. Right foot, man. And that celebration, the one finger celebration like back in the day. I loved it. Look at that. Nah, man. Don't mess with John Barnes, man. Don't mess with that guy, man. Now, the people that criticize him, you've been educated. Don't ever talk about my player like that again, man. Don't ever look at it. Look at this. Look at that. Players falling on the floor because they can't handle the guy. It's too skillful. Left foot, bam. It's too good, man. There we go, another one. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. One step free kicks. That's what John Barnes used to do back in the day, man. Way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time, man. Crossbar in. This is it. Curling in brilliantly. There we go again. There it is. That's the one, actually. Look at that. Against Arsenal. Look at Tony Adams at the back post. Guys, one step free kick. That's how talented this guy was. One step free kick, man. Believe me. Oh, it tears me up when I see that because, I used to enjoy watching this, man. John Barnes, Peter Beardsley, Steve McMahon were the best players in that team, and Liverpool were robbed of another few European Cups. We were banned from Europe football. We dominated. Yeah, you know what, Scottish bit, a lot of people don't know about that. Like we was banned for 6 years. I think the other teams were banned for 5 years. And what people don't understand as well is that was our best time at Liverpool Football Club. It was the most complete football that we ever had. You know what I mean? We had a player manager. First, I think he's the only player manager that's ever won the league. I can't remember. Maybe in the olden days, maybe there was. But Kenny Douglas as a player manager. We had obviously Bruce Gobler in goal. You had Steve Nicol as a right back. You had Gary Ablett, Steve Lawrenson, Alan Hansen. All these guys as in defence. You had Steve McMahon and Ronnie Whelan in the middle. You had John Barnes, Ray Houghton, and you had Peter Beardsley and John Aldridge. You had Barry Venison and all these guys on the bench. It was brilliant, beautiful football back in the day. Like what makes me laugh in the modern day, people? What makes me laugh the most? You won't believe it as well. We cry about the amount of players that we don't have in the team. We cry about, the bench and all that stuff. Yeah. Those days, they only had like 2 or 1 substitutions, man. And they used to still win Europe. They still won the FA Cup and the Milk Cup and all that stuff. This is what I say. There should not be excuse in football. You look at those days, what they used to eat. There was no fitness. They used to like go have steak before games, man, and things like that. But they still won the championship. Nowadays, like we're crying about the squads we have when we have more. It's a weird one, in my opinion. 1 substitutions back in the day, or 2. They moved it to 2 after that. Did they complain? No. Why should we though? Why can't we compete? It's an excuse for these players not to perform, man, and it's not right. You got 5 substitutions in the modern day football, yeah, compared to the 1 they used to have back then, and not only that, they won Europe. They dominated Europe and the league at the same time, and the cups with only 1 substitute. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. The excuses we make nowadays, it shows that we're playing pussy football, man. It's not real football. It's pussy football, man. If people are complaining about things like that, it is. Yeah, look at the free kicks, people. We're coming to the end. Look at this. Curls it in brilliantly. Another one. Look at that, people. No chance for the goalkeeper. He look at that. People forget about his free kicks, how much of a quality free kicks he used to have. People forget about that. Yeah, this is the time he's started deteriorating. Yeah, my favorite player, man. No one like John Barnes, man. No one like John Barnes. I'm sorry, people. Like, you could have all those players in front of me, the wingers in the old days. I've never seen anyone like John Barnes, man. I appreciate our players. Like I said, there's no player that faced what he faced, and he come through everything. And nobody gives him credit for that as well. We give credit to players that do minor things, but you don't give credit to players that do what John Barnes done on and off the pitch, and what he had to face from the fan base of other clubs, as well as sometimes, internally as well. Because not many people wanted John Barnes at Liverpool when people heard he was going to sign for Liverpool. I don't forget, man. I don't forget. Fozzie, sometimes sports actually stagnates, the quality of the individual's talent. Yeah, you're right, spot on. Sorry about that, bro. I'm going back to that for some reason. Let me go there. Barnes, Rush are the best from that era. Yeah, 100%, man. I love Rush. I'm never gonna. Listen, he went to Juventus. He came back the season after. It is what it is. Mo, Barnes, Rush, Dalglish, right behind them in the 10. Can you imagine? All right, man, come on. We sing about Stevie Highway, people. We can't give up. You can't give up on Stevie Highway in the wing. You remember that Tottenham goal? You know what I mean? When that tic-tac football we played, 1, 2, 3 to Stevie Highway, far post, Terry McDermott. Look at that goal. Beautiful. Listen, study football, man. Study your football club. That's what I do. Yeah, 100%. With that front 4, you can beat aliens. Couldn't put it any better, bro. Couldn't put it any better. You're spot on. Yeah. It's the greatest, isn't it, in Liverpool's history. You know what's so funny about our football club, guys? If you look at other football teams, they can name their 11. We struggle to name our 11. That's how good we've been. You know what I mean? Man United can name their 11, all-time 11, like in about 10 seconds. It will take us a few days to think about our one. That's how good we was. You know what I mean? So think about it that way. Imagine Barnes and Salah in the same team. Oh, Hollywood, stop it, bro. Stop that now. Barnes on the left and Salah on the right. We're talking about fire, bro. Fire. We listen, we'll be undefeated, beyond undefeated in every competition. That's how good it would have been. It's just different eras, isn't it? It's the luck of the generations, isn't it? If we had them in the same generation, can you imagine like what we would be? Whew. Listen, we've had good times with Salah. We've had brilliant times with John Barnes. I wish like he had you know he didn't have that Achilles injury. Then he could have still played on in the left. I wish he could play Europe as well. You know what I mean? Because I don't remember him playing in the Champions League ever. I don't think we did with him in the team. I can't remember anyway. I think he was banned through at that time. I know he played in the Europa League and things like that, UEFA Cup at the time. But yeah, he's never played in the Champions League. He never, But you're forgetting he was. A lot of teams were chasing him outside of England as well. It wasn't just like English team that was chasing him. Freaking imagine him playing for Man United, people, for Ferguson at the time as well. That'd be a disaster, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Thank you, Kenny Dalglish. Kenny Dalglish, got a lot of great players. He got a lot of bad players, but he got a lot of great players. Likes of Alan Shearer, John Barnes. You know what I mean? Peter Beardsley. They owe a lot to Kenny. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for him, I don't think those players would be up there. As we're talking about them now. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Second forward line. Mane, Keegan, Highway, Luis Suarez behind them. Luis Suarez could have been the greatest. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate. You know what I mean? Kenny Dalglish did say it. If he stayed at Liverpool Football Club, he could have become the greatest Liverpool player of all time, and he chose not to be there. He wanted to go to Barcelona. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm not going to be dwelling on Luis Suarez. He's not a legend at Liverpool Football Club. He could have been. He nearly won the league on his own. You know what I mean? In that season. But, football takes you a different direction eventually. That's what's happened to him. Yeah, people, listen, I'm here for a bit. If you want to chat to me, go ahead, man. Talk about the season. Talk about, Arne Slot. What do you think of Arne Slot? Is he like, have we forgotten about Klopp already? Is Arne Slot, giving you hope that the season is going to be looking great? Give me something, man. Give me something. Agree, Scottish Bear. Maybe Firmino in the mix somewhere. It's sad about Firmino. The way people talk about Firmino is like he's an afterthought, but he should have been an afterthought because that player actually, what he did was he put himself in a position in the team to sacrifice his own game for the benefit of the team, and that's what happened. And we won those titles mainly because of him. Because him dropping deep, setting up for the two going forward. And getting the goals and all that stuff. Nobody else could have done that. I can't imagine Andy Carroll dropping deep and passing to Salah and Mane to go through and goal. Can you? Let's be realistic here. You know what I'm saying? Or Benteke, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't happen. So think about it that way. That guy sacrificed a lot for the benefit of this football club, and I will never forget that. That's why we should still sing his name in the stands. I don't know why we stopped singing Firmino's song. You know what I mean? He's not here no more, yes, but he's playing for a different team, but he's still a legend. You know what I mean? Mane is still a legend. So you gotta give the songs have to be sung still, man. We shouldn't give it up like that, man. Shouldn't give it up like that. Third forward line: Torres, Bobby, Beardsley, Fowler. Whew. Oh my God, that would be sick. Fowler in his day, guys, when I was a kid, everything he touched. Do you remember the Aston Villa goal when he backheeled it and sent Staunton? People don't know Staunton. Staunton was a Liverpool legend as well. He's part of the 80s team, the Candy team and all that stuff. Steve Staunton had a rocket of a left foot back in the day. I remember his free kicks used to nearly break the net. Great left back. Yeah, he sent Steve Staunton in the wrong direction. I think Bosnich was in goal, and he just I don't think he curled it. He just drove it towards the side netting of the right-hand side of the goalkeeper. Had no chance, man. No chance for that. Let's see where we are. I was listening to that crap Henry over Salah. No chance. There you go, man. That's what I'm saying, people. Like, I've never seen a winger like Salah who scores that many goals a season. And not only that, I can't remember a player as consistent as Salah. From the time he joined Liverpool till now, he's still scoring a lot of goals. And he's creating a lot of goals. So this is a conversation. If we ever win the league when Salah is still here, has to be like, question. We need some answers to that. We need some answers to that. I mean, we asked the question, we need answers to that. Numbers, and Salah at 32 is still scoring. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's too consistent. I've never seen a player like this in my life, bro. Never seen a player like this in my life. Henry was in America at 32, washed out. Yeah, he went to, 29? He went to Barcelona, playing second fiddle to the likes of Messi. I think David Villa, I think, was the striker at the time. Yeah, I mean, so Even for France, he wasn't even the main guy. He was Zidane. So the way we go on about things is completely wrong in my opinion, man. He was great. Listen, Henri was great. He was fantastic. But was he as consistent as Salah? I don't think so, man. I think because Salah is a little. If he played for Man United or Arsenal or someone like that or Chelsea, I think he'd be regarded as probably up there with Henry. I honestly think that it's just because he's playing for Liverpool and he's won one Premier League title. You know what's funny? Yeah, they talk about Premier League titles is the end or be all. I mean, okay, Henry won two titles, Premier League titles. What did you win after that in Arsenal? FA Cups. Okay, well, Salah's won all the FA Cups. He won all the League Cups. He won the Champions League. Henry didn't win, and he's won the Premier League. So, what's more powerful here? I mean, one league title and one Champions League versus two, Premier League titles. What's more powerful here, people? Like, think about what I'm saying. It's true, man. If he wasn't a Liverpool player, I don't think people would talk about him like this. 4 forward, little line, little Toshak, Roger Hunt. I hope Toshak is all right. Last time I heard about Toshak, he was in hospital, wasn't he? Yeah, Toshak, the way him and Kevin Keegan interlinked was just something special. Keegan was getting all the goals. Toshak was laying them off. I mean, Roger Hunt was a goal scorer, wasn't he? And you got Ian St. John who was backing him up. We've always had, a pair at front. We had Ian St. John and Toshak, Kenny and Rush. Sorry, Toshak and Keegan, Kenny and Rush. We always had that. Peter Beasley and Ian Rush and John Aldridge. We've always had that. The greatest teams that is. And you talk about the current one, Firmino, Mane, and Salah. There you go. Well, you could say Sturridge and Suarez as well. That was a great partnership. And Firmino and Sterling behind them as well. If that team stuck together for a while, I think we would have won a league title. But if we bought the right defenders in it, but then again, we had that con man in charge of Brendan Rodgers at the end of the day, and you know what it is. You know what it is. Henri scored better goals than Salah, though. Let's not get crazy now. Henri was special. He made Liverpool's defense look foolish on many occasions. You're right. Listen, you're right, bro. I'm not denying the quality of Henri, but look at the defenders you're talking about, bro. Are they part of the greatest defenders of all time in the Premier League? No. Carragher, I don't rate him. I never rated him. You know what I mean? I'm awake. You know what I mean? I'm not asleep. You know what I mean? And Hoopier, you could have a debate about that. But yeah, he used to make fun of Carragher. Who hasn't? Carragher probably is the top scorer in own goals. Carragher wasn't a special defender, Carragher was actually a striker originally, who moved into a DM position, then he moved to a left back, then he moved to a centre back position. So we never could find a position for him. He was all right as a centre back, but he wasn't world class. So you're talking about a defender that wasn't really a defender to start with anyway. And it's Skirtle. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? These are not world class defenders he was facing. He was facing ordinary defenders, average at best. That's what they were. They wasn't that special. I mean, so you gotta be honest with yourself, man. I'm not here to say Henri wasn't the best, but it's just like follow the crowd. It's too many of that, in my opinion. There's better quality players everywhere. You know what I mean? So what Salah is doing is extraordinary. I've never seen a winger ever, forget about the Premier League, in history of football, come up with the numbers that he does and come up with the creativity that he does. If you could find me someone like that, I'll put my hand up and say, in the Premier League, I'm talking about in English football, just in English football history, someone that does the same as him. If you could find me someone on the right wing that could score goals, set up goals, and work hard, as we can see right now he's doing at age of 32, then I'll put my hat down and I say, yeah, well done, man. I've never seen anything like this. I've seen Henri's, Ronaldo's. You know what I mean? These are the type of players. They're all similar. I mean, there's better players than him. Ronaldo, R9 is the greatest striker that ever lived. They're similar to each other. So you got to think about it that way, man. I'm not here criticizing Henri. Henri is the best player that we've seen in the Premier League, the way he played, obviously, yeah. But you can't, discount Salah, man. The way he's playing, you can't put him in, with the likes of Hazard and all these guys people are talking about, which doesn't even make sense. Hazard wasn't even consistent. Hazard played in moments. I mean, it's like when me and the other guy was arguing about the centre back when he's telling me Saliba is better than Van Dijk, and he's telling me they're so similar looks wise and all this stuff. They're not. I mean, they're not. They can't be similar. I can't imagine Saliba actually becoming a Ballon d'Or winner. Van Dijk should have been a Ballon d'Or winner. That's how good Van Dijk's been. You know what I mean? So you've got to think about it that way. I guarantee Saliba will never even enter Ballon d'Or to be, top two or one. It's madness, man. The football knowledge of today is just gone. It's honestly gone. Arguing about Saliba and Van Dijk is the weirdest conversation I've ever had. The guy's only been here for 2 seasons, and you're actually putting Van Dijk and Saliba in the same sentence. Have Arsenal won something? I can't remember. Maybe they did. Yeah, I don't know. It's craziness, man. Absolutely craziness. But Hollywood, I understand where you're coming from, bro. Yeah, but I would take Salah and his 36 goals contribution for the past 70 seasons. That's mad. Consistency, that's so underrated. Yeah, bro. People don't talk about that, man. People don't talk about that. It's madness. It's madness, man. If it was like I said to you, Sideline, if it was a player from a different team, they would have been talking about him as one of the greatest. They will put him up there with the likes of Henri and all that stuff. 100%, bro. 100%. It's just because he's a Liverpool player, bro. Salah Lewis season was 36 goals contribution. There you go, man. There you go. John Barnes is John Barnes. His ability to transition to the midfield later on was quality. He was listen. The Achilles injury just got him. I mean, if you get Achilles injury, your leg is not going to be the same anymore. One leg is smaller than the other, and he struggled. Bro. The pace was gone, power was gone. I mean, so he transitioned, like you said, into a DM position, and became a good player in that position as well. His passing was letting the likes of McManaman and Fowlers, run with the ball and score goals. That's what I liked about that as well. So yeah, it was good. It was quality. You're spot on, Ravi. Spot on, brother. Oh my gosh, where have you been, bro? Where have you been, Wild Dead Wolf? Man, I haven't seen you for a while, man. Hit the likes and help the channel. Help, big up, bro. Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Defenses are weaker today than back then. 100% agreed. But Virgil eventually eventually Saliba, if not already, that what world class defenses exist. Henri was doing it versus Rio, Terry, Cavalli. I don't think in those days either, bro, the defense was that great. I gotta be honest with you. You know what I mean? You don't get to the numbers of like the likes of Messi and Ronaldo if the defenses were that good. If you know what I mean. So if you talk about early noughties, maybe 2000 and before that, the 90s and 80s, then I could have a conversation. But when there's no Berezis, there's no Maldinis and all these guys at their prime. You know what I mean? There's no point talking, bro. There's no point talking. We're talking like rubbish. I can't put these Terry and all them lot wasn't doing what Tony Adams and all these guys were doing back in the day. Nah, bro. No. You know what I mean? Terry would have lost a minute in the 80s and the early 90s. Never. He'll be in the championship. Trust me. I mean, that's the difference. That's the difference, bro. You don't get to the numbers that Messi and all them get to without, that defense being poor, man. That's poor. Very poor. This is why when the comparisons comes with the Messi and Maradona, I say Maradona is better. Because Maradona, people intentionally tried to break his leg. Or they did break his leg at Barcelona, have you seen it? They don't do that in the modern day. People don't intentionally try to break your legs because they can't. I mean, you'd be arrested. That's how it is in the modern day football. Think about it that way, bro. I honestly think the defenders he's been facing is similar to the defenders now. I don't think they're all that. John Barnes is a bit. Sorry about that. It's my bad. He ran through the whole Madrid team at the Bernabeu. Yeah, he did. I mean, he did. He even took obviously, I saw Ronaldo, the original, dribbler, number 9. He did do something there. Did he do it every single game? No. But you have those moments. Everybody has those moments. That's what I said about Saliba. He's not world class yet. He has moments of world class performances, but he's not world class yet. But Henri, listen, I'm not saying Henri is not world class. I'm not saying that, guys. Don't get me wrong. He's the best player in the Premier League era. But once Salah retires, if we look back, you got to put Salah up there somewhere, man. You can't talk about him and Hazard being the same. I'm sorry, like that's a joke. Let's be honest here. I mean, come on. Let's be realistic here, man. Can't people taking the piss, man? People taking the piss. Uh, Viali for Chelsea, maybe. Viali was exquisite, exquisite. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Viali, man. Uh, Sexy football, exquisite. He took over from Ruth Helena. Exquisite. Uh, those were the days, in it. Those were the days for Chelsea. When Chelsea was a real football club. Ken Bates in it as their chairman. Not like the modern day, all this fake stuff, buying every player, in the world and putting them in one team. How you gonna play all of them at the same time, man? Think about it, you know what I'm saying? Stupidos. Chiesa is the new Craig Bellamy. History repeats itself. I don't know about Bellamy, man. I don't know. But you know what? Wild Dead Wolf, you come up with something, bro. You come up with something. That's why you're the wise man. That's why you're the wise man of this channel, brother. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That's a great shot. Exquisite. Fifth forward line, McManaman, Ian St. John, Michael Owen, Ray Houghton. I think you said something that's a taboo nowadays, Mr. Scottish Bear, and that's Michael Owen. I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. But there's a lot of Liverpool fans that's not going to be with you. Think about it that way. I'm with you. I don't care if he plays for Man United. It's what he's done for Liverpool that I'm liking. You know what I mean? Yes, he went to the enemy. He won them the league or something like that. He scored some important goals, etc. But his time at Liverpool, when there was no distractions and Liverpool focus, he won a Ballon d'Or, for crying out loud. The only Liverpool player to actually win a Ballon d'Or. So, people, he's part of your history, whether you like it or not. Yes, he played for the enemy. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. We can't stop that, can we? We can't stop that. Exquisite. Keir Starmer would ban those shots today. It's a weird name, isn't it? I heard it's an actual English name. I never knew that. The Prime Minister's name. It's weird. It's a weird name. Never thought like that was an English name. It's crazy. Yeah, he would. He would. Wild Dead Wolf, he would. He would. He's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Slot surpassed my expectations so far, but it's still early. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, bro. I think we're jumping the gun too quickly nowadays. As a football fan, especially Liverpool fans, we're the most. Normally, they call us the most knowledgeable fans, the wisest fans in the Premier League, in the English football. But nowadays, like we're already like jumping the gun on the manager. We're jumping on the gun of on Gravenberch. Some people are criticizing, McAllister. It's just madness all around. If we just stop this circus around us and just concentrate on our next game by game, I think we'll be all right. And that's what we need to go back to. I think we're jumping the gun too far at the moment, guys, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so the next legend, hopefully I could get videos of him, will be Kenny Dalglish, guys. The greatest Liverpool player of all time to many. Some people say Gerrard, some people say Kenny Dalglish. I'll go with the Dalglish, because I've never seen a player like that at Liverpool Football Club consistently, performing and scoring important goals in important wins. Great players, what they do, they perform in the highest level, don't they? When there's a final, when there's a game to win, to win you the league, they perform in those games. And that's what we failed at in the past years, if you know what I mean. That's why we lost to Man City by 1 point. Certain games we should have won, we didn't win. Kenny Dalglish would have won in that game. I remember Chelsea away in 1986, I believe, when he chested it and then volleyed it in. How many? And he's a player manager at the time as well. You know what I'm saying? Stamford Bridge. Remember when the ambulance was at the back, back of the goal? There's a car parked back of the goal. You could see a Ford Focus there or something like that. Cortina. You know what I'm saying? I know the cars, mate. I know the cars. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Stick a bunny in my pocket. Put the suitcase in the van. You know what I'm saying? I'm only a Fools and Horses fan, people. There you go. There's a new song for Army. It's a remix of Man-Eater. Man-Eater by Ho and Otis. I hope I got that right. It's a Man-Eater. I think, wasn't it Nelly that sang that song? Is that she's a man-eater? I think it's, yeah, I think it was her, man. I think it was her. But there was a song before that. I know, bro. There's a that's how good John Barnes was. He was out an out winger. He got a horrendous injury, forced to play in midfield, out of position, and he did it easy. We have to remember how special he was before injury. You're spot on, bro. Not many people talk about that. You know, like the young fans who came after us, Scottish Bear, they remember the John Barnes who was a DM. They don't remember the John Barnes that was a flair player, that was mixture of Giggs and Beckham. They don't remember that. You know, that's why I say when people talk about Beckham and his crossing ability and his free kicks, I said, well, John Barnes used to do that with his eyes closed. You know what I mean? That's how good he was. And he could do more. He could dribble, and you know he's fast at the same time as well. Um, yeah, underrated in my opinion. Underrated. Arnie Slot is a mank beater. Spot on, bro. I ain't arguing with that. Sideline football show says, yeah, LOL, exquisite. Yeah, exquisite. Remember that. Exquisite. He always used to say that. Always used to say that. Never forget that. Please go subscribe to Sideline Football show. He's brilliant. He's brilliant at what he's doing. I love the graphics. You know what I mean? I always say not many people can compete, but I think he can compete. I'll put him up there as one of the best graphic guys on YouTube. 100%, 100%, Brian. Is quality, absolutely quality. Well, the Wolf says if Slot wins the next two game, only 5 managers in history have been in beaten first 5 games. Unbeaten first 5 games. Yeah, listen, this guy, what he's doing at the moment is extraordinary. Not only that, the players are believing in his project. Not only are they believing it, they're working hard on the pitch. And what I liked about us against Man United the other day, when the ball bypassed everybody run back at the same time. I saw Salah sprinting, I saw Soboslai sprinting, I saw Diaz sprinting, I saw even Jota sprinting back. You know what I mean? When you got that belief in the team, that means they're all heading in the same direction. I love that about our football club, and this is why that's what I'm looking forward to. You know, hopefully in January, we could get some more players that could add on to the squad. Maybe we could, do something at the end. Um, not many are giving Liverpool hope in the title, but what you need to understand is there's experienced players there that's won titles. Arsenal don't have that. We have that. I mean, you got the Van Dijks of this world, you got the Allisons of this world, Robertsons of this world, Trent of this world. You got McAllister, who's won the major trophies in the world. If you know what I mean, you got Salahs of this world. So if you've got all these players in one team still, the spine as they call it, why can't we, do something special at the end of the season? I mean, so it's just like about fitness and keeping it going, just putting our feet in the ground, not overreacting. That's what I say. That's what I say. Be right back. Big up, bro. Fozzie, Liverpool has a track record of managers doing special things in their rookie season. Bob Paisley, Kenny Dalglish, Rafa, just saying, brother, Slot maybe. Yeah, when Bill Shankly left, the whole of the city of Liverpool was, up in arms. They wasn't happy. Of course, their leader's gone. He was like a dictator, wasn't he? He was like someone that would guide you to something that makes you happy. That's what they said about Bill Shankly, innit? He made the people happy, the Liverpool people happy. Even Everton, football club loved that guy. That's how good he was. As soon as he left, they thought that success ain't gonna follow anymore. And Bob Paisley came on. Don't forget, Bob Paisley was a Liverpool player. Bob Paisley was a Liverpool left back. Bob Paisley was a Liverpool physio. Bob Paisley was an assistant manager. So this guy knew the ins and outs of Liverpool. He knew what to do next, if you know what I mean. While Bill Shankly was taking the pressure and doing all those stuff, this guy was in the background studying things, taking notes. If his time ever comes up, what he's gonna do. And what did he do? He took notes and he became the most successful manager of all time at Liverpool Football Club. The most successful English manager. You could say Ferguson, but I can't remember Ferguson in 9 years winning 3 Champions Leagues and 6 Premier League titles. I can't remember that, or Division 1, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So for what he done in that 9 years, it's special because not many people can say that, especially Alex Ferguson. You know what I'm saying, people. Uh, there we go. Yeah, Slot. I like him. Really, really like the guy. What I like about him is he's calm. He's not overreacting, and he's his own man. I mean, he's not Jurgen Klopp. Don't expect him to come and do the fisted free and all that stuff and babysitting the likes of Jones and Elliott. He's not going to do that. He's his own man. He's going to do what he wants the team to do. If you're not on board, the door is wide open, baby. See you later. I don't care who you are. I don't care. Get out my house. Get out of my house. Hollywood, I agree about Henry. He was special. Nobody disagrees, bro. Nobody disagrees. I said to Frank Carlo, he agreed. He can't compare the modern forwards. The teams back then had license to do anything to prevent goals. I once seen Maradona shorts ripped off. Yeah, the rest, you know what I mean. Listen, I've seen Maradona, his leg broken in two. There you go. And he came back even stronger. So there you go, people. Especially, the medical, way of those days wasn't as special as it is now. But somehow they fixed that foot. And, they made it into a foot that's special. Forget about the hand. It was the foot that was special. Yeah. I'm almost done, people. I'm almost done. I don't want to keep talking rubbish, you know what I'm saying, people? I don't want to talk rubbish. Get the views up, get the likes up, and all that good stuff. I'm only doing this on YouTube, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Owen was the talent at 17, not like that traitor who we made Sterling. Yeah, Sterling is a joke, isn't he, man? That guy, he's got no, what I learned about Sterling? He's got no respect for himself, That's what I realized. Good riddance, really. Good riddance. Sideline says, in my opinion, Slot is good and he is gradually getting better and making the team better one game at a time. You're spot on, bro. You're spot on. We can't jump the gun, bro. We can't jump the gun. Sideline 2041K. Welcome. Congratulations. Your job, your subs. Yes. 100%, brother. 100%. Pressure will come injuries. So with pressure will come I think with pressure will come injuries. Resting unbeaten runs. So we shall see. I pray we make it. Sketch. I think I say that. Yeah, and sketch to Christmas. Then maybe DUP into the market, dip into the market. Yeah, you're spot on, bro. You're spot on. Sorry about the reading. I'm not the best reader in the world. If it doesn't go straight, I'll get lost. North Red says that basically, let's just touch wood. We don't get injuries, and then hopefully in January we'll get some players in that's going to bluster the team and turn us, into contenders probably at the end as well. You're spot on, bro. It's injuries that's going to let us down. What let us down at last season at the end of, the January transfer window is us talking about Klopp leaving and, Michael Edwards coming in and all that stuff. It just ruined the team. Injuries started happening and we wasn't the same team anymore. We just continued being quiet. It's like I've asked a lot of Liverpool fans, what would you do like with Klopp's announcement? Leave it to the end of the season and try win the Premier League with no distraction to the players, or just announce Klopp beforehand as we did and distract the players. Because at the end of the day, in my opinion, what disturbed our season was Klopp announcing he's leaving. I'd rather wait to the end of the season and we're gonna have a party for him. You know what I mean? There's no problem with that. I just didn't understand that. Why are we announcing things so early while we're challenging for a title? I think we was top of the league by the time as well. As soon as this announcement happened, we're doing it for Klopp. Yes. We started doing this, silliness. And then the players started thinking, shit, he's leaving. Like they went from there to here. Shit, he's leaving. What are we going to do? I'm only here because of Klopp. He's my daddy. He's like my dad. You know what I mean? What am I going to do? And then when you start thinking negative stuff in your head, what happens? You go downhill from there. And that's what happened to us last season. Just keep quiet. Even if someone was going to announce it, we deny it. Move on. But we didn't do that. We didn't do that. Stupidness, man. Absolute stupidness, man. False, give a real news. I respect that false news is bad news. Yes, 100%. False news is bad news. I don't listen. I don't come on here bullshitting, bro. You know what I mean? Wild Dead Wolf. I don't bullshit. I just come over here and enjoy my time with you guys. And if I start bullshitting like the rest of the people, maybe I'll get some more subscribers. Maybe I'll get people tuning in on a regular basis looking for more bullshits. You know what I mean? I don't do that, man. I don't do that. Yeah, bullshit news sells though. It sells, man. My jaw hurts. I haven't stopped smiling since Sunday. Gonna watch a sad movie to take this grin off my face. You're right, man. I'm still watching the game again, bro. I don't know about you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those kind of fans that watches games back just to see, like, had we won those games. It's enjoyable, especially when you're facing your rivals, your arch rivals, Man United. You know what I mean? If you're beating them, you know what I said as well, guys? I can't remember us ever in the history of Liverpool Man United getting battered as much as Man United get battered with Liverpool. Even in their best times in the 90s, I can't remember us getting battered because I always thought it was close games. You know what I mean? Um, even though we had, less talent in our team than Man United back in the day, I can't remember us losing like 5-0, 4-0, 3-1. Like, I always remember the games being close. If you know what I mean, guys. That's how I see it. That's how I see it when we're facing Man United. It's crazy though. Like, we're battering them guys every season. Yes, we get these odd defeats here and there, and these draws here and there. But a battering they get right now, I can't remember it. Every season, 5-0, 7-0, 4-1. It's just too much. 3-0. We went to Old Trafford and kept a clean sheet, people. Do you know how much? Do you know how much of disrespect that is? To another team? Come on, man. Especially our arch rivals. Crazy, man. Crazy. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Foz, before you go, your top four finish the league. What I said was, if we didn't make signings, I don't think we'll finish in the top four because the injuries will catch us up eventually. But now we bought Chiesa, we could, score more goals. So I've changed my mind on that one. I'm going to take Aston Villa out of the top four now. I'll say City. If we continue, we'll finish third, I think, again. Because Arsenal have bought too many players. You know what? I'll go for us second. I'll tell you why. Because I think we're more stable than Arsenal. I'll tell you why we're more stable than Arsenal. I think Arsenal have overspent. That's number one. And not only that, I think the squad is too big for it to continue to be how they are. Like, it's looking good now, but as the season goes along, are they gonna, are the players gonna be happy to sit on the bench? Are the players not gonna argue among themselves that they're not getting first team football? If you know what I mean? Because majority of the people that sit on the bench, they should be playing first team football. That's how much of a big squad they have. Even Man City don't have that. Man City is for their first 11. What's after that? It's just a level down, and they're happy to sit on the bench and come off and change the game. So if we continue what we're doing right now, we could finish second. And I can see Arsenal's squad, having issues at the same time as well. They might have quality players, but can they fit the system? Don't forget, these players that's coming to Arsenal right now, they haven't had the preseason with Arsenal, so they don't know, how Arsenal is going to play. And not only that, majority of those players have they got the work rate that Arsenal need. Raheem Sterling, you don't remember him having a work rate. You know what I mean? So, and that guy Moreno they bought, he's from Newcastle. Remember, he played for Newcastle. They shipped him off. He wasn't even that good. So you got to think about it, guys. We can finish second. It just depends on injuries, in my opinion, and experience that we have as well. So I say let me say Liverpool second, Arsenal third for now, and then oh shit, Chelsea, man. You know what? I'll give Chelsea credit this season. I think they're going to finish in the top four. The way they're performing and the players they signed. I know it could be similar to Arsenal, but their players. Yeah, you know what? I'll take Aston Villa and put Chelsea there for now. But I will change my mind. I always change my mind along the way. I always change my mind anyway. But I say Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea so far. But it could change. It could change, man. Tottenham, they didn't buy enough. They didn't buy enough. So that's why I'm not putting them up there. Unless they beat Arsenal next week, the weekend after the next one. You never know, man. You never know. They're at home. They're at home. Um, uh, Wild Dead Wolf says LFC 1, City 2, Arsenal 3, Tottenham 4, Brighton 5. Whew. It's a big statement, bro. Man United 8th. They love it. They love that 8th position, isn't it? That's their new places. In my opinion, a Klopp announcement was not very good, and he took the pressure off himself and put it on, put it in the team and the club. There you go, bro. It was selfish. It was all selfish all around, in my opinion, bro. You can't put things like that on players, man. I'm sorry. Like, I will start thinking different things. You know what I mean? I'll be like that. My manager's leaving. The one I trust, my confidant. You know, the person that helped me through the dark times when I was, down. That guy's gone. He's gonna go at the end of the season. It'll enter your head, man. You don't. One thing you don't do. You don't corrupt the players' heads. That's one thing you don't do, and that's what they did. They corrupted those players' heads, and all of a sudden, the form just went downhill from there. Scottish Bear says, Fozzie Frank, Jamie Phillips are my favorite Liverpool content. What I like about Jamie, he accepts if he don't always agree with him. Now, listen, me and Jamie, we're fine. I mean, he's one of my good friends. You know, I mean, I don't have an issue with Jamie. We had a slight disagreement before that we sorted it out. I mean, I don't want to have enemies, guys. You know, I mean, I come on YouTube to enjoy myself. I don't play football no more. I just watch football now. I'm at that age. Like, why not talk about my football club? I mean, why not? Why not talk about football in general? You know what I mean? And teach people things they don't know about football. Since I watched it before them as well. Yeah, Jamie's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. I've got no issues with him, man. Never. I never had. I never did. I never had it. I mean, it is what it is. I don't come over here criticizing people and naming them and all that stuff. We're all good, man. We're all Liverpool fans. We share the same passion. And like I said about Jamie before, I quit YouTube. He brought me back on his channel and said to me, "Come on, man, let's do some stuff together." And I haven't looked back since. So I owe him a lot for that. You know what I mean? And Frank is one of those people that people don't know. I don't understand why he's not even on 5,000 subscribers already. I really don't understand, Scottish Bear. If you're a Liverpool fan, this guy should be your guy. He's Mr. Liverpool. He's a Hillsborough survivor. He's a Liverpool fan. He's a Scouser. He's a Liverpool historian. You know what I mean? Like, what I learned about Liverpool Football Club is because of him. I used to watch him as a kid. I loved his stuff on YouTube back in the day, and Liverpool TV. And it shocks me. It really shocks me. Like, he's not on a lot of subscribers, and he should be more than all of us because he deserves it. All his hard work for that football club, for that city, he deserves more than all of us, man. To all put together as well. It's crazy. It's crazy the way things are. There's too much rivalries going on the fan base. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really understand. We're Liverpool fans. We stick together through thick and thin. Remember that. Don't forget that. All this, bad boy stuff, throw it out the window, man. Throw it out the window. I have this pre-notion that that 10 Bob gets sacked, and the new manager's first is against us at Anfield. Oh, that's a weird one. With the 10 Hag guys, yeah. I discussed it with my brother, obviously, Nura Beats and Nuruddin, the main art fan. Mr. Structure, please go subscribe to him. Rivalries aside, he's a great content creator. He's fun as well as honest. So go and subscribe to his United channel. Brilliant guy. I think it's United Therapy. That's what it's called. So please go and subscribe to my brother. Ten Hag is like a cricket, isn't it? That's what. If you look at all the actual football managers, Ten Hag reminds me of a cricket. I mean, it's just a noise, and that is it. There's nothing coming out of that. Each time he has an interview, he talks about the same nonsense. I've won a cup. Who gives a shit about the FA Cup? You guys ruined it in 1999. Nobody gives a shit about the FA Cup anymore, bro. That's why you win it. It's the most important trophies are the Premier League and the Champions League. If you can't win that, then don't talk. You can't talk, mate. Even Arteta has won an FA Cup. And people are still saying he's not good enough. He's rubbish, but I like it. Let him stay and rock with that team. They could go to, space with that team if they have to. They're rubbish. They will never improve under him. I've never seen a manager intimidated by his own players. What kind of nonsense is that? How can you be scared of your own players, man? If I was a manager, the first thing I'll do, I'll rip everything apart in a football club, all the way from the goalkeeper, from the backroom staff, get my own structure in place. Nobody tells me what to do. No fan is going to argue with me. I'll start from 0 and work all the way to 100. That's what I'll do. And this is what this club needs. But they're not willing to do that. They're willing to spend money after money after money. We talk about Man City spending billions. What about Man United, guys? And we talk about Arsenal spending almost $1 billion. We talk about Chelsea spending $1 billion. What about Man United, man? Buying rotten players all the time. They bought Agate for what? What's he gonna do? He's not a defender. He's a defensive midfielder. But who's gonna stop the goals going in? You know what I mean? Like, it's madness. You're buying players that can't even change your team. What you need in that football club is players that want to play for that football club, not for the money. You say Man United, I want to play for them like this. Not Man United, I want 300k a week or 400k plus a yacht plus private jet. This is what they do now at Man United. It's a joke, absolute joke, and they never come back. Just give up on them, man. They're gone, finito. Their fan base knows, man. Their fan base knows. They're finished, man. That club is done, man, and I'm happy. All those years we've been suffering, man, we're not gonna suffer anymore. City will be in the middle of legal, they're gonna be, of course, man. By Christmas time to get the throat well. They are getting. Listen, what's happening to City soon is going to affect the Premier League, in my opinion, guys. I'll tell you why it's going to affect the Premier League. They win, a lot of teams are going to ask questions about it. They lose, a lot of teams are going to ask questions about it. The first one is, if they win, we're going to ask why. Why is this happening? Why are we allowing this to happen when we know the real story about Manchester City doing illegal stuff behind the scenes? And if they lose, what people are going to say is, why has this happened under the Premier League's nose all these years? Teams had to be like liquidated to compete with them, and not only liquidated, they actually couldn't compete with their financial power. They were buying players for the sake of buying players. They won league titles, being more powerful than everybody else. But all of a sudden now they're law-abiding citizens and they don't buy players anymore. If you're innocent, why are you buying the players that you used to buy before? Why are you selling Alvarez to Atletico Madrid and you're not buying another player in return? See, now, that's what I'm saying, people. They can't be innocent in what they do because all of a sudden they're not spending like before. If they were right before about what they did before, you should be doing the same thing, right? It's madness. Madness, man. Absolute madness. Jamie Phillips is hot-headed. I give Foz a better enjoyment stream involving chat more. Yeah, bro, listen, he's brilliant. He's brilliant, Jamie, man. Let's not say anything bad about him, man. He does what he does. YouTube is his game, you know what I mean? And you might not like what he does, but, it is what it is. Not all of us are going to like me. Not many people gonna like him. Not many people gonna like Frank. That's how it is. It's life. It's called life. But I like all of them, man. I've got no issues with all of them. They're all brilliant, man, in my opinion. Frank and Fozzie are my favorite, though. Wild Dead Wolf. Big up, bro. Big up. Thanks, man. I didn't even know I was favorite for anyone, but thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Ravi says the one guy not a Liverpool fan, but Saeed, the guy, no matter how big he gets. He's always safe and funny and remembers his followers. Yeah, Said is another brother of mine. You know what I mean? We're gonna hopefully do something together, all of us. So yeah, he's brilliant, bro. I don't know how these guys do it every single day, sitting in front of that screen and doing their job. This is their job now, isn't it? So yeah, they put a lot of work on it. They put a lot of work on it. Give them credit, man. Give them credit. Give them credit. Give them credit. Uh, guys, I'm sweating here. It's very hot. My shirt is sticking on me right now. Good show. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, my reading ain't up to scratch, guys. So if the words doesn't connect, I'm gonna struggle. So give me some words that connects. Ravi says, I like Jamie. He's hilarious guy and has good opinions. He always gives people a chance to express their opinion. Yeah, 100%. I can't disagree with that. He's brilliant, man. He's brilliant at what he does. Absolutely brilliant. All right, guys, I'm going to be going now because I'm sweating to death here. Hate Liverpool, love, hate Liverpool, love it. Or Owens are letting owners are letting the club run itself like a machine. You have to respect that. I don't really like the owners, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Remember, Cop TV was the only original Liverpool channel around 2010. Yeah, I remember Duncan. Yeah, he's brilliant, man. I like him. I really like him. He's funny guy. Always joking about before he says something, and he's as honest as he can get in it. And it's weird, like he hasn't got that much following, especially what you just said. Like he's been on YouTube longer than everybody else. Yeah, but he's brilliant, man. One of the originals, man. No doubt about that. Scottish Bear says Frank Carlisle is a legend. I love that man. 100%, bro. 100%. He says it how it is. That's what I like him about him, bro. He never beats. He never like lies or anything like that. He's always, talking the truth. Always talking the truth. Force, have a rest. Glad to see you again. Keep it up and be happy, bro. 100%, brother. 100%. I'm gonna leave you guys at that. Hopefully you liked everything I've done today because it's all about Neurobeats as well. People, please shout out Neurobeats because he's the one who set up the video. He's the one who set up the thumbnails, and he is part of the channel. He's brilliant. He's brilliant, man. I'll never, I never can say anything other than good about Neurobeats people. Yeah, but like I've always said, people just watch out for the channel. We're going to be doing streams more or less every day. I'll try as much as I can just to talk to you guys. I love to chat, obviously, with the chat. I'm only going to do it in YouTube. I can't do it in other, social medias because we get a lot of views on X and Instagram and Twitch and Facebook. But the thing is, they don't come to the YouTube channel, which we need them here. We're almost on 2,000, so we're a few hundreds away of like 2,000. So if we could get there, it'd be better for us, if you know what I mean. And the more people we get in here, the more interaction we get, and the more better we get. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Okay, last one. There we go. Hit the likes, people. Great show for the loved it. Big up, bro. Bring it on. We are You Never Walk Alone. Yes, sir. Dunk, he's just the guy you can't hate, just like you, Fozzy. Respect. Bye. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Foz, have a rest. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Stop talking shit, Fozzy. It's time to go. And we move. Take care, everybody.